Ireland. Well, not really surprising for me to see this Irish domination here. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Wales was so poor in this game. So poor. At home. So poor at home. Very bad from them. Very disappointing from them, actually. But then it's not like I was expecting anything different because they have a new manager in place. They have a new manager. Warren Gatland is very new. It's still his first game in charge after Wayne Peva. So this game starts with a poor clearance from Wales. First minute, poor clearance from Wales. Ireland get a line out inside the Welsh 22. And then they take the ball for 6 phases attack. They attack for 6 phases inside the Welsh 22. And they go on and score a beautiful try through Kellen Doris. So just domination from the first goal. First goal domination. I have written here on my notes. Ireland, through this 6-phase attack, they do a strong leg drive through their forwards. Good carries from Bellum, Ban, James Ryan, and the last guy, Kellen Doris, the one who actually scores this try. They make a statement in the first minute, big statement, that we're here to dominate you Wales in your home turf. Score is 7-0, already first minute. On the 6th minute, Ireland attack for 6 phases, close to the Welsh tie line again, and get a penalty. From this penalty, Sheehan, their number 2, the hooker, does a quick tap, and they carry it for 3 phases, and then again they score. Another beautiful try from James Ryan, and again it's the same thing. It's a trademark that they do. In the first 7 minutes of the game, they usually dominate this team. They usually score about 2 tries. They score in the first minutes. That's what they did in New Zealand. Same thing. First 7 minutes, they usually like scoring in the first 7 minutes, using their forwards a lot. They score in the first 7 minutes. So I've written notes here that the Welsh forwards are getting dominated. Ireland have all the momentum in this game. They have all the momentum. I mean, on the minute 11, Ireland have possession on the midfield, and Conor Murray throws a loose pass, and Wales nearly intercept through and nearly score a try through Rob Dyer's intercept. But then you see it's a scrap. It's not really anything from Wales. It's just Ireland making a mistake from their own passes from the ruck from number 9, Conor Murray. So Wales nearly score here, but really doesn't land on anything. Doesn't really end up being anything for Wales. Well, Wales get a scrum close to the Ireland try line and take it out for one, and then they take it out for one phase. They are attacking here from the scrum for one phase, and then again they get another penalty from that phase, and then again they opt to kick for the 3 points because now they realize that Ireland are already 14 points ahead, so they need something on the scoreboard also to just keep up, confidence-wise. So they go for 3 points, and again they are forced to take these 3 points because Ireland defending so well. They are defending so well. They are very organized. They come off the line as usual, trademark, very aggressively. Andy Farrell's defense, very well organized, very well drilled. The players have good spacing in between themselves. They come off the line very nicely, and they're in harmony. It's very beautiful to watch. Around the 17th minute, Ireland are attacking close to the Welsh 5-meter line, and get a scrum. From that scrum, they attack again and get a penalty. And then they decide that now, because Wales have already scored their 3 points, and then they decide that they are going to want to cancel that 3 points to maintain that 14-point advantage. So Johnny Sexton opts for a kick. It's a good kick, actually. It's very close to the poles, just in front of the poles. And then the score becomes 17-3. Ireland lead. Around the 20th minute, Wales are on attack at a high pace. They have energy now. They are trying to fight back. They are trying to string together some nice passes outside the Irish 22, and then because now they are trying to catch up to Ireland. They are throwing these forced flat passes, these forced quick passes, but then the last one looks very forced, and by the result, James Lowe on his channel gets to intercept this ball and runs almost the full length of the field to score a beautiful try there for him. Again, it came from Wales desperation, because they're very desperate to catch up to Ireland. So they are trying to throw in these forced passes, and it leads to this really soft try from them. But then, hey, what can you do when you're behind? You've got to do something. But then desperation leads to mistakes. So the score becomes Wales 3, Ireland 24. Wales have written a note here that Wales are conceding too many penalties. There are too many penalties from Wales. No discipline whatsoever. Too many penalties. And as a result, I made a note here that around this time, the penalty stat was Wales 7 and Ireland only had conceded 1 penalty. So with this high count of penalty, around the 20, in the first quarter, you already have 7 penalties. It's not good for you as a team. You can't win games with so many penalties conceded in the first quarter. Ireland are attacking again just outside the Wales 22. And Wales again, they concede another penalty. It's again, it's coming from 7 to it's the 8th penalty now they're conceding. And Ireland opt to slot the 3 points because it's also well positioned for Johnny Sexton to score these 3 points. Again, very poor from Wales, Again, many penalties. Many penalties are considering many penalties in this game. You cannot win a rugby game of this level with so many penalties conceded. They look very disorganized also in their defense. The way they defend, they look very disorganized, Wales. They don't look like the team in harmony. They don't look like a team that knows what they are really doing, And I made a note here that McCloskey, the Irish number 12, he's having a very good game here. I like McCloskey from Ulster a lot, He's a good guy. He's a good player. He's big. He's good in defense. He's good in attack. He can carry for you. He's a traditional 12. I'm a Springbok fan, of course. He's a traditional 12, someone I like. He carries well. He's good also on the ground, His groundwork is very good. He can get you those few turnovers in a game, in a tight game. He's that guy who can do that for you. So he's a very good replacement to Robbie Henshaw. Him and Robbie Henshaw for that 12, Ireland have a very good option here with him. I've written that nothing major happens here during this time of the game. Nothing major happens. Just these guys, just these two teams that are fighting to get hold of the game. Up until the 37th minute, when Wales get a line out close to the Irish try line. But again, they start making these mistakes when they are close to the Irish try line inside the 22 of Ireland, Wales. As written there, that nothing fruitful comes from this. They try to take it a few phases. They try to get over the line, but then they are held up by Ireland. So it's a turnover to Ireland, drop out from their own try line. Then they go to halftime. At halftime, the score is it's Wales 3 and then Ireland 27. Ireland are doing very well in this game, actually. I'm very impressed. They go to the sheds. They are leading 27-3. 3 minutes after halftime, after the return, Wales get the line out inside the Irish 22. And from this line out, they take it a few phases in the line out. And nice passes there. And they finally get a try through Liam Williams, number 15. Does a very good job here. He sees some space in the gap and then goes in and scores a try. So the score now becomes 27-10 to still Ireland leading though. But Wales are showing something nice in the second half. You have hope that, okay, maybe they can come back from this. They're playing at home. They have to, do something. Come on, Wales. Come on, Wales. Come on. Come on, Red Dragons. I can't speak Welsh. And again, I've written here that Wales get another line out inside the Irish 22. But then Ken Owens, their number 2, the hooker, throws in a very skewed ball. When you line out the ball, it's supposed to go straight, and then it throws a ball that favors that lies mostly to the Wales side. So the ref blows his whistle for a turnover to Ireland. See, they're wasting another opportunity inside the Irish 22. And they look around the 50th minute, Wales get a turnover, and again they go for, so they get a turnover just outside the Irish 20. On the 50th minute, Wales get a turnover, and again go for corner just outside the 5-meter line of Ireland. But then I've written that again Ireland win a turnover in the line out. Wales waste another opportunity just inside the Irish 22. So Wales are getting many opportunities inside the Irish 22, but then they are not sharp enough to convert these into points. It's actually very disappointing. So by this time the game is a bit balanced. Wales are trying to fight back. They're showing some energy. They're showing some initiative in their defense. They are a bit more structured, but it's not. At the same time, it's not very accurate. But they're showing some intent to try to claw their way back to this game. On 56 minutes, Dyer gets a half break for Wales. Their winger then. And Wales find themselves inside the Irish 22 again. And through their phases, again, Ireland turn over the ball on the ruck. It's again another mistake from Wales on the breakdown. They are not protecting their balls. They're not cleaning out on the rucks. If you don't clean up on the rucks against a team like Ireland, you're not going to have any consistency in your attack. They're always going to turn over the ball because they have good players who are willing to play that tackle, who are willing to steal the ball on the ground. So they turn over again for Ireland. And I've written in the state here that by this time, Ireland has about 6 turnovers. They've won about 6 turnovers. Wales have won only 1. It's very disappointing from Wales, actually. It's very disappointing. You can't be giving away so many turnovers when you have the ball, especially in the red zone. You're supposed to at least try to convert these chances to have a chance of winning the game. Wales get a line out on the Irish 5-meter line. And it gets stolen again by Ian Henderson. Again, same thing, same problem. When you're inside the red zone, close to the 5-meter line, they concede. The ball gets stolen by Ireland, by Ian Henderson. They are not taking their chances again. You're not going to win a rugby match if you don't take your chances. So it's the same mistakes from Wales. Same mistakes. Over and over and over again. Same mistakes. Conceding turnovers. I've written a note that Liam Williams gets a yellow card for what the ref deems to be a high tackle, which I think is very accidental. I don't think Liam Williams is a dirty player, but unfortunately, the referees have been told to be very strict when it comes to this area. So even if it's accidental, you're gonna get a yellow card because it's dangerous. So Wales attack again on around the 70th minute. Close to the Irish 20, inside the Irish 22, in the red zone. Same thing again. Turnover. Ireland win a penalty inside their own 22. Very poor from Wales. It's almost like you know that they are gonna consider a penalty with the inside the 22. When they decide to get together these nice phases, penalty comes from Ireland. They can't withstand that Irish breakdown defense. They can't withstand it. They're not ready yet to do that. To do that. And on the 72nd minute, Ireland launched a 15 phases attack from the halfway line using their running lines. You know Ireland how they are when they want to get to the try line. They use those nice running lines, running nice shapes from the attack. It's a combination of blockers. It's a combination of runarounds, short passes from Johnny Sexton. It's just there's a lot that they do when they are attacking a team and when they have an intent of scoring a try, and it's very nice to watch. Good handling, everything happening at a speed. For 15 phases, they attack, knocking on Wales, with Ireland are showing a very good ball retention here, protecting their ball, getting close to the try line of Wales, getting close to the 5-meter line, sorry, attacking. 15 phases through their forwards. And finally, this guy, the red cap guy, you know who it is. Josh van der Fleer gets a beautiful pass, then he scores in under the post. It's a beautiful try from Ireland, showing the confidence they have on themselves when they are attacking, showing the good ball retention skills they have when they are attacking with their forwards. The nice interchange between the forwards and the backs. It's such a beautiful mixture, well choreographed. It's a beautiful attack that's very well organized and well rehearsed. This time, Ireland are very organized. Of course, we expect that from them, but whenever you watch it, all the time you see it, it's just beautiful to watch, really beautiful. So Josh van der Fleer scores this try, and Johnny Sexton converts it. So after this, Wales lose their energy. You know, they are just, you can see on the faces of the players that they know that they've already lost this game. So they try to launch an attack, and again, another turnover again. Ireland turn over the ball, they win the ball, and Ireland take the ball and then they go for corner because they are penalty. They go for corner. From this corner, they try to launch a line out, to launch an attack. Sorry, from this line out, and then at the end it ends up on the hands of Mark Hansen, who's then driven out to the touchline. And by this time, the time has already gone over the 80th minute, so the ref had to blow the game. It's announced that the game is over. So final score: Wales 10, Ireland 34. There isn't much safe for Ireland. I think they played well in this game, Ireland, as usual. But Wales have some work to do, especially on their breakdown. They need to really have some work on the ball retention. You need to be able to protect your ball when you are attacking. Build phases, build some nice phases to protect the ball. Build phases, so at least you can put the other team on the back foot and have a chance, to get some points. Get some points. When you retain the ball for a long time, it allows you to put the other team defending on the back foot. But if you 3 phases, turn over, 4 phases, the ball gets turned over, you're not gonna be able to generate that momentum that you need in this level to be able to get some points on the scoreboard. So overall, Wales have work to do. Ireland can just go and refine a few things, because I feel like in the second half they dropped a bit in energy, especially after the 40th minute, around the 50th minute there. They were really kind of like on the back foot, not on the back foot completely, but they were not themselves. They dropped a bit on the energy, allowed Wales to have some ball a bit. But overall, they are well organized, as usual. Andy Farrell is doing a great job. Thank you.